Sri Aurobindo, Mira is my refuge. Namaste, good morning, Bande Mataram, welcome all of you. Today we are going to we will continue the discussion on Fast Darshan of the Divine Mother, part 2. So this will be another continuation. Already initially we have discussed the part 1 of the Fast Darshan of Divine Mother. Today this is of course this is an golden opportunity for us to know the Fast Darshan experience part 2. Already I have discussed many big so-called among the greats, so great sadhakas who were clustering around Sri Aurobindo and Mother. They had the initial glimpse, they had the vision, they had some experience, and of course they have quoted some here. So these among these collection, their experience collection, we are going to quote in brief in a quarter and hour discussion, of course, in our terms, in to discuss the First darshan of the Divine Mother. That experience will quote. Before going, we will have a message from the Mother. Very beautiful, very touching message, of course. My child, Mother quotes in Harmonies of Night, Light, page 11 and 12. My child, I am there in the photos. Initially, we have heard the very beautiful message, that big assurance. I am more prominent in my photos, of course. Here, Mother quotes, my child, I am there in my photos, exactly as you see me here now. The whole being like this. I am there in the photos only. In each photos, a different aspect of myself is revealed. So Mother has got different aspects. We know Maheshwari, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati as described in the by Sri Aurobindo in the Mother. It is not just a picture on the piece of paper, but a living presence, a vibrant force, Mother quotes. Everywhere you see, I will be prominent in my photos, I will be present, but the aspects will be different. And the Mother quotes is, this is not a picture on a piece of paper, but a living presence, a vibrant force. So this was the very great description as described by the Mother. So we will go, after this message, we will go for some discussion on the experience as experienced by some great sadhakas, of course, we have seen. So initially we will quote in this further discussion, in the initial discussion, we will go for Abhi Purani, of course. The first time I saw Mother, he quotes, yeah, for the first time, she was standing near the staircase when Sri Aurobindo was going upstairs after lunch. Just imagine, it has been quoted beautifully. So she was standing there, all at a when Sri Aurobindo was no, she was standing near the staircase when Sri Aurobindo was going upstairs for lunch. Such unearthly beauty, sheer unearthly beauty, I had never seen. She appeared to be 20 years of age, whereas she was around 40. So initially we have we have seen this one. That age does not matter, because who can be able to gauge the depth, the beauty, the love, the magnanimity, of course, who can be able to measure it or gauge it? He is as vast as the universe. And the Mother, of course, is actually infinite Mother, universal Mother. We have quoted in many terms: Divine Mother, Sweet Mother, many terms. We have Eternal Mother, we have quoted. Anyway, she seemed to be like 20 years of age, but she was really at 40. I found the atmosphere of the ashram tense. The Mother and Datta, her nickname is Miss Hedson, had come to stay at number 40 Rue François Martin Street. The house had undergone a great change. There was a clean garden in the open courtyard. Every room had simple and decent furniture. A mat, a chair, a simple table. That was the decoration of the table where Datta and Mother was supposed to stay, and they stayed, of course. There was an air of neatness, everything neat and clean and order. This was no doubt the effect of the Mother's presence. She was staying, that was with Huta, the calmness, the cleanliness, the neatness, the chair, tables, everything was actually, it was, of course, made, the atmosphere was entirely divine. This was no doubt the effect of the mother's presence, but yet the atmosphere was tense because Sri Aurobindo and the mother were engaged in fighting with the forces of the vital plane. That was not the great period, great troubling period, because both our Lord and Mother was fighting with the forces of the vital plane. A greatness from her other countries came. This greatness was there, it was felt, still there was a tussle. Then we will switch up to another experience as experienced by Nolin Kantagupta. I have said, he quotes, so far the mother had been to us a friend and a companion, a comrade almost. And at the most object of the reverence and respect, we had reverence, we had respect. She was almost, but a friend, companion, and a comrade almost. This was been described by great Nalinda, who was almost touching at this final moment. All the after of her mind he has received, and towards of the mind, almost he was the forerunner. So I was now about to start on my annual trip to Bengal in those days. I used to go there once every year, and that was perhaps my last trip. Afterwards, he decided not to go. Once a year, he was going. Before leaving, I felt my desire to see the mother. This was the thing. I go. This is my last time. I will go to Calcutta. So he wished to see the mother. The mother had not yet come out of the seclusion, and Sri Aurobindo had not yet retired behind the scenes. I told to him, I would like to see her before I go. Her with a capital H. Her means not this her. I meet her. Her was a capital H in place of the mother. So we had not yet started using the name. Sri Aurobindo informed the mother. The room was not now used by Champaklal, was the mother's room in those days. That they are in that house, mother kept staying for some time. Now during that time, this was during the things these things were described. That time Champaklal was staying, of course. I entered and waited in the prosperity room. For Sri Aurobindo used to meet people and in the veranda in front. The mother came in from her room and stood near the door. Mother comes, that prosperity room. There was a Darshan stands in the stood near the door. I approached her and said, "I am going." Then lay prostrate at her feet. That pranam lay prostrate at her feet. Then that was my first pranam to the mother. She said, "Come back soon." Just immediate, there is a golden chain. He who chooses the infinity have been chosen by the infinity. That golden chain is there, that pull is there, that bondage is there. Anywhere you go, that chain is there, that bondage is there. And it is, of course, ionic bond. So, and come back soon again meant in the end, come back for good. Don't no necessary of going for the next time, because already Alinda has quoted, this was the last journey I am going. Eternity looked out from her on time. Come back soon, come back soon, come back soon. Come back for good. This was the message. Then another message, another thing we'll see, that is Jaya Devi. Her experience will quote. I was in. It was the month of Ashwina in 1926. Here in the quote, this Jaya Devi quotes here. Ashwina month, the month of Ashwina in 1926. At the time of Sri Aurobindo's Delhi darshan, I said every day she went for darshans of Sri Aurobindo. Lord, this month is of Ashwin is here. Every year I celebrate Mahastami Puja. I am wondering what to do now. Shall I return home and or what for this puja, this Durgastami, this puja? Shall I do, or Mahastami? Shall I celebrate? Why won't there be puja here? He asked. Yes, it is possible. The worship of Shiva Durga. If I can perform your worship and the mothers, then perhaps I need not go from here. That was the way I was wondering. So I have to go there. I have to perform the puja, Mahastami puja, Durga puja, and the Lord and the Shiva and the Durga, that puja will be there. But here in the course, he asks, if I can perform your worship and the mothers, then perhaps I need not go there. This was the thing I am wondering about. Then what happened? Well, you can do that. Here in the course. On the day Mahastami, Sri Aurobindo and mother sat in two chairs side by side. That Shiva and Durga. So Jaya Devi wants to see Shiva and Durga in both these twin avatar figures. They sat in the two chairs side by side. With the usual offering, I performed the puja as usually she was performing. I put garlands round the necks of both of them. Oh, it was as if Shiva and Durga had come down to accept the worship. Just imagine how beautiful, splendid, really. Magnificent lines. Shiva and Durga had come down to accept the worship. It was impossible to describe all that I felt. It was ineffable, beyond thought. After the puja, he left the room. The next day, he asked, "Do you have to go now?" As Muslim asking, "You have done your puja." I said, "Yes, my lord." It was a puja such as I had never dreamed of. Well, well, he said. Just imagine, where do you want to go? No, this is the great puja I have never worshipped, I have never seen. This is a great experience because seeing you and the mother as Shiva and Shakti, this Durga, this is a great experience. Already we have discussed. She knew herself the beloved of the Supreme. These gods and goddesses were only he and she. Already we have described in Savitri. So the next one we'll try to discuss. This is the darshan. This is the darshan experience of the, of course, Lalita will go for. So it was February 1928. The occasion was the very first darshan day of Sri Aurobindo. Was my first darshan of Sri Aurobindo. On the eve of this darshan day, the mother called me in the morning to the meditation hall upstairs, and after a few words, she slipped a string of pearls over my head. Then she gave a pale gold satin sari with borders of gold and silver sequins. The sari was quite new. I had offered it to her soon after my arrival in the ashram on December 6, 1927. She remembers. "You must wear this when you come for Sri Aurobindo's darshan tomorrow. Just you must wear it when you are coming for darshan," she said with her charming smile. Wear this, mother?" I asked in astonishment. "But why?" I had been looking forward to wearing a simple cotton sari like Sadikas. "Because it is my wish, Mother Courts," answered the mother, and smiled as only she could. I did not know what more to say, for if such was her wish, I would certainly obey. I fell at her feet and embraced them with all my heart's love. This was the quoting with Lalita without Amal Kiran. So, only a few responded to her call. Still few just admired, because there will be very few who knew the Lord as the Lord. So A.B. Purani will quote, in 1928, the mother had used to go to terrace main building at early morning with few disciples who were going with her to the terrace. The terrace has been changed almost to today. This terrace where she was going, that has been changed. Passing some time there, she would come down. This was her regular time. This is the habitual routine activity. When the mother was going to the terrace before that moment, so Anil Baran had used to blow consel. This was the systematical time. Every day the things were getting happening. Anil Baran used to blow his consel. It might be remove the adverse forces from the atmosphere while he was going, and this was the atmosphere has to be changed. The change has to come. The adverse force has to go. For that, probably Anil Baran used to blow the consel, and the mother was going with her few selected devotees with her to the terrace. She thus will try to finally quote couple of lines from Savitri. "Heaven fire loved in the corner of her eyes, her body a mass of courage and heavenly strength." Just imagine how beautiful. Heaven fire loved in the corners of her eyes, her body a mass of courage and heavenly strength. Here to top Bande Mataram.